welcome to another Vlogmas. Please like, subscribe, all those things. This one is a little more vloggy than this. Vloggy than mess. I mean, I did put some stuff in Bryant Park at the beginning of this, but I just wanted to give you updates on my life and also some, I don't know, some advice. I don't know. This morning I went to a really good second interview for a job. I've been looking for a job for like literally the past year. So if you're watching this in 2025, the job market sucks in America. It sure does. Sure does. And finding a job is become a job in itself. And yeah, I interviewed for a company that has several different locations, and I went to the first interview for the one location. The one I got along really well with the person who would be my boss, but she felt that I was overqualified, which is it's a start in itself. If you're my age or older, you understand that the last thing you want to hear is that you're overqualified. And then if you're younger, right out of college, you hate to hear that you're underqualified. So it's a complete mess. But it got me thinking about the job market in itself, which has been just a nightmare. And I thought maybe I can give you guys some tips, because I've gotten a couple interviews from some really crap jobs. Some really crap jobs that I had to say no sir no. But I in my job search there was a couple of things that I realized that I was like, okay, this nah, and then this yeah. So number one, I think that as much as I like LinkedIn for its social components, like it is a social media, I also feel like there's way too many, like, I think they're called ghost applications. And if you're gonna apply, if you do find a job on LinkedIn and you're gonna apply, don't do the easy app, which I love to do. Easy, I love it. Instead, look up the company and apply on the website. And sometimes you'll realize that job's not even listed there. And in a lot of cases, people have said that a lot of the jobs that are put out are not even jobs that are open, which is another conspiracy theory in itself. But I'm just talking about LinkedIn and its components. Don't use the easy app. Look up the job website, go to the website and apply there. That's number one. Number two, if you don't ask, you don't get. For example, today's job interview and the job. It was advertised, the job, at a lower rate, and I asked for a little bit more money. And guess what happened? They said yes. So if I get the job, I get that money. And they seem very enthusiastic to have me, so I think I got the job. I just haven't gotten the official letter. Anyway, there's been a lot of instances where I saw a job and I'm like, I can do this, but I need like, and I'm not talking about if a job's like, I'm just throwing out numbers. If a job's like advertised at $15 and you're like, I deserve $35, I think that's a little extreme. But if a job is advertised at $15 and you think you deserve $20 to $22, I think that's fair. I think it's fair to ask. And if they're like, no, we can't do that this time, you have the discrepancy to say, you know what, I'm not interested, or you know what, I'll still, you never know, maybe they'll give me a bigger raise down the pipeline, you know. Another great thing that's been really helpful is keeping track of where I apply, because I've had way too many instances, especially at the beginning, where I was doing LinkedIn easy app and people were messaging me and I was like, where did I see this job, you know, or something a friend sent me, or like different aspects. Like sometimes I just, you know, I'm saying LinkedIn a lot because I check it a lot, but I also kind of like in my brain look at my resume. I'm like, yeah, I have experience in, I don't know, at admin. Where is there a hedge fund or somewhere that I would want to work for? Even like, I love museums. I've applied at the museum gift shop, or like working in registration. I don't have a major in art history. I actually do have a minor in art history, but I don't have any kind of experience with like curation and stuff like that. But I still love museums, and I still would love to be a part of that kind of structure. So I looked on their sites, and usually there's like gift shops or registry or front desk or something like that. There's always a way around it. Coming to my last point, be creative. Just like I said, you know, maybe you're like, oh man, I would love to work at, and for me, for the longest time, it was like the Whitney Museum, which I ended up working at in the gift shop, which was a lot, crazy enough, it was a lot of fun. So, you know, keep your options open. If you've always been the front desk girl at an office that works with architectural stuff, be open-minded about other jobs. Maybe it won't be the architectural firm. Maybe it's a construction firm. There's a lot of high-end construction firm, or maybe it's interior design you can work with. There's so many things to look for in terms of that career. And in this case, I'm not advocating for ChatGPT, but this would be a good kind of like place where chat can like be like, hey, I've always worked in this particular position for this particular company in this particular field. What else could I do with this experience? On the other hand of that, thank you notes or even cover letters on ChatGPT, just be careful with that, because I've myself have asked for help with that, and then after I read it, I'm like, this sounds a little off. Always remember that a lot of those applications that go through the company are screened by some sort of AI technology. So you do, like, if you do have them help you with the answers, you want to give it a 1 over, maybe a 2 over, 3 over, and read it and make it sound more like you. In those cases, I would even say write it out and then have like a chat or a Grammarly go through it to see if it's grammatically correct or just sounds like it flows. I think it's important that we don't rely so much on chat and AI for things like this, because 9 out of 10 times they're going to meet you and they're going to be like, well, you don't sound like whatever your writing perspective is. And those are my tips for work. Let me know how the work search is going out there. I know a lot of people have been laid off and stuff, and I feel you. Things are so damn expensive too. I keep a ledger of everything I purchase, like every little purchase, and I feel like most of the stuff I spend my money on is on food. So, because it's like subject line or subject purchase, and it's like you put whatever this purchase was, the date, the company, or whatever the transaction, and the amount. And I always notice that a lot of them are food, because food's expensive. Just hang in there. Also, if you can, try to see if, like, I don't know, like I'm thinking a local library, because that's pretty much every place has a local library. If your local library or social work establishment has free career counseling or free career help, libraries usually have help. Like they have some sort of program where they can help you with cover letters and resumes and stuff. That's so important, because you can have chat help you, you can have the internet and whatever, but it's really important to have a professional who has the experience and knows how to interact with people go through your resume and your cover letter. And I think, go to a library. There's always a lot of I mean, I live in New York City, so we have a lot of things going on here. But if you're in a small town somewhere, I get it. Anyway. Alright, so that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, go to your local library. Support your local library. They have so many resources. If you're like I can't get a career counselor, I can't do, the library probably has something for you. The library also has, like, I don't know if you know this, but a lot of libraries have, if you're having issues like getting an accountant to do your taxes, they have free programs which incorporates volunteer tax preparers to help you with your taxes. I did that last year. It was such a lifesaver. Yeah, the library is amazing. Like, go library. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and let me know how your job search is going. If you have any tips or tricks that maybe you can share in the comments, and let the rest of us know. I have a good feeling about this job interview. I think I got a job. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.